Hello guys, it is Jeed, and today we get the second FS Academy EVO, but of course it would be too easy if EA just gave it to us, so we will talk about that today. We've of course got to mention why I've got a Pele on the transfer list, Jorginho, Baresi, all these flips. We will talk about how many coins we've made, because of course, we're now on 5.8 million coins from about 5 million coins just the other day. But not only that, we've also got the full Future Stars Team 2 official stats, of course, and I genuinely think the best player in FC26 has now arrived today, because one of the cards looks mental. I'm talking genuinely, no bait, best card in FC26. And we also have new icons and heroes, like not Future Stars, just completely new icons and heroes. And I honestly bet you cannot guess who they've gone with, because some of the cards, we have official stats, by the way. We have the official stats. Some of them look a little bit interesting. Of course, subscribe if you are new and you want daily trading, EVOs, pack grind opportunities like this one today. I hope you're having a good day, right? Leave a like while you are down there if you do look forward to these videos. I look forward to making them, and let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code GEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Genuinely, no joke. I do look forward to making these videos, so hopefully you are having a fantastic day. Let me know down below. Are you having a good day? Are you not? And if so, why? Why not? I'll turn into a therapist. Can we make any more of these flips later? Because some of these flips, I think that Baresi's 120k profit after tax. Pele was just above 100k. Jorginho, Ribery, all these flips are really, really nice. We'll see if we can make any more, not only today, but in general, the rest of this weekend. And of course, we always cover the best bits of content during these videos, and that won't take too long, because there is barely any content. And at the end of the day, we can't expect content every single day. I don't want to be that person who expects EA to release icon picks and everything every single day. But it has been a little bit dry recently, right? We, of course, got Tanikawa. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. I do apologize. And she's so close to greatness. Give this card 4-star skills and finesse shot, and we're talking. But genuinely, the way this game plays is you take away finesse shot, despite them being bugged. You give her 3-star skill moves, and for me, I just can't touch that card. Like, she doesn't quite fit EVOs either. It's so annoying, right? Because she's so close to great. If you've done that card, let me know. She could be crazy in-game because of how small she is. Probably going to be an avoid from me. We have one more player SBC that is, I guess, worth mentioning. We have the Serie A Player of the Month. Could you have picked a worse set of playstyles for a left-back? I don't think you could have. I think this has to be the worst SBC of the entire year with Flashback Koundé. I don't know what you do this card for. Even if you're an Inter fan, I bet there is Inter Milan fan. I bet DeMarco himself is 50-50 on that SBC. However, there is one good thing in SBCs right now. Now, marquee matchups came out, and that's a good time to remind us about the Premium Mixed League. These cost, and I've gone past them, but they cost way less than they did during Team of the Year. Because during Team of the Year, everyone's doing the pack grind. Right now, they cost way, way less. They're like 15 to 17,000 coins. If you do these correctly, and you sell everything you get, right? You sell everything you get, you buy the cards as cheap as possible, it is almost physically impossible to lose coins on those right now. So if you're someone who likes a pack grind, and you just want to do an easy pack grind, honestly, use Pale Tools, use Auto SBC, and just go and do the Premium Mixed Leagues. Now, you can combine that, of course, with all the dailies. It makes it even easier. With the dailies, with the Premium Mixed Leagues, with the 88 to 90, which is under the webcam, and with the 88 Encore icon pick, you've got yourself a full fodder and pack grind there to not only get Future Star cards with the 88 to 90, you've got the League SBCs, so obviously you get, stuff from there. But you've also got the 88 Encore icon upgrade. So honestly, pack grind, I'm not going to do a video on it because it's quite simple, but I really think that it's not as bad as people are making out. People finish Team of the Year and have given up with it. It's not too bad. Now, EVOs, the main bit of content we have got, of course, it's going to be the Future Stars. It's going to be the Future Stars Academy. I've got my Trey and Yoni there. And also, by the way, if you've not seen this guy, this is who I'm going to put into my second one. Look at this. He's born in 2006 and he fits 6'6" and lengthy. This guy's 2 years younger than me and he's 6'6". That's not fair. But I think I'm going to put him into it just because it's funny, right? I'm putting him into power play now. So you'll see, look at this card. Low driven, but he also has finesse, tiki-taka, game changer tech, rapid and quick step. Oh, rapid and trick step. And I've got the Evos for incisive, and I've got the Evos for quick step. And I'm going to give him incisive and quick step, put him into the Future Stars Academy, get him 90 pace, like 90 physical. I don't know, looks like a crazy card. But we'll talk about that later, of course, because I want to talk about it with two of the new Evos. Link Up Boost, which came out the other day and we spoke about, but also Technical Institute. On their own, the Evos are okay. combined with the Future Stars Academy EVO, I think they're really, really, really good. And I'll tell you how we can do that when we talk about that Future Stars Academy EVO and about unlocking it, right? Because again, it's going to be to do with objectives. That's how we're going to unlock it. There's a specific objective you'll need to complete to make sure you can get the second one. So we'll talk about that. And just before we go on to leaks and obviously what we've bought on our account with the Pele and stuff, there is one more reminder. You guys get one more reminder, right? And I'm going to do this separately in the Discord. We're going to start getting it so where someone pings in the Discord when SBCs and Club EVOs expire. So hopefully if you are in the free Discord, you'll get a notification that literally says like, go and do this, it's about to expire, go and do whatever it is, right? But just again, one more reminder, 2 of the best SBCs of the entire year do expire today. We have got Marcelo, which is a bit expensive. So if you're going to try and do Marcelo before 6 p.m, I can't find Marcelo, but because he's in icons, right? Marcelo, Team of the Year Marcelo expires. But they're probably the single best SBC of the last 2 or 3 weeks. This Sophia Wilson, which has vanished into a ghost because I don't know why, but she does expire today. And again, she's probably a bit more of a ratty SBC, but even for 1 million coins or whatever she costs now, I think it's worth every single penny. This card's great. I mentioned it in the last video. Just one more reminder, you've got until today to do that card. And if you need a player for your team, she's definitely worth it. But yeah, we'll try and ping them in the Discord more. And just a note on the Discord, because I know a lot of you guys enjoy the free Discord because, well, it's free. I mean, who wouldn't, right? Well, actually, well, I say I'm going to start paying people to put more and more trades in there so it gets more and more useful. So right now, at least for the rest of this year, there's going to be paid like traders trading there, pinging you guys, all for free, right? I'm just losing money on that. It's absolutely fine. I think it's worth it for the community. You guys have helped me so much that why not go put some money into it? And hopefully that just becomes like an even better place for you guys in that free Discord, making some coins and all that good stuff, right? Well, of course, it is everyone's favorite time to look forward because I'm going to be optimistic about this weekend. I'm hopeful that with the new Future Stars Academy, with icon swap still being around, I'm hoping we can have a good weekend. So before we get into the Team 2 of Future Stars and the official stats of that broken card I was telling you about, these are the new icons. Now, I am very 50-50 on these cards. We are got, remember, this is official cards and official faces. A Dunga SBC with Anticipate 75 pace. Now, Evos, it is Evoable. I'm not going to lie, I don't know who Dunga was. I don't know that, right? But he looks okay for an icon. Depends on his playstyles. I get it's not great. We got, finally, a lot of people were wanting Batistuta. This is probably the most sought after icon or hero out of all these. So many people were asking for this. But if he's got Power Shot Plus, I guess Ibra has Power Shot Plus and his card does look a lot better. But yeah, he'll be a fan favorite. We'll need to see his playstyles if you actually want to use him in game. We got Jeff Hurst coming. Now, again, he's a little bit more meta with that low driven. I mean, none of you guys are going to remember Jeff Hurst, let's be honest. But, he is coming. He looks okay, not in special. Kind of like an Alan Shearer card. Mario Mandzukic, someone that a lot of you guys will actually know. He also looks shocking. I think base heroes are kind of following the same pattern right now as Team of the Weeks, where they're just getting less and less relevant. Not only every year, but every single week in the game. Mackay is coming. Finesse is nice. 90 shooting is nice. Again, it's just useless, though. Like, these people are not going to use these cards. I can't even pronounce it, so I don't know how to pronounce that, like S in German. So Gwen, he's coming. He's got a nice base card, probably for Evos again. But, like, these all feel a bit meh. Barzagli is nice, I guess, Anticipate Plus. And a lot of people know Barzagli just from playing on FIFA a few years ago. So he's nice. He has 91 defending. So I quite like that card. Probably one of my favourites up there with Batistuta. Cambiasso is coming. He has Tiki and base stats. Now, this for me, again, is prime for Evos. But, like, for heroes and icons, they just don't really have that hype. So unless these are coming as bases, and then they also get dropped in the next promo, which I think will be Foot Birthday. And it would kind of make sense for Foot Birthday, right? Because if you think about it, Barzagli, Cambiasso, cards that we used on FIFA, Mandzukic, I can see a lot of them coming for Foot Birthday. Then they just obviously drop their base cards at the same time. Beerhoff is coming back. This is the one I was thinking about when I said you won't believe the stats of some of these cards. This is a hero card. Imagine seeing a purple flare and opening a pack, and this is what you get. That has to just be like fodder price almost. I don't know, 10,000 coins. It's ridiculous how bad that card is. He's been in FIFA before. Obviously, like, good in real life. I guess deserves a hero, but his card's shocking. And then Gilberto Silva. Now, he, again, probably more of a fan favorite card, but his card looks decent as well. He's like a slower Ramirez. So he'll be quite cheap on the game. But again, for Evos, can be pretty decent. So they are coming. Again, remember what happened with Jill Scott, where she came in like Winter Wild cards, and then afterwards her card drops, and I think we've seen it with a few other cards as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something very similar with a lot of these cards, right? Again, with Barzagli, Cambiasso, I think Foot Birthday makes more sense for them. So they are coming. They don't look great, I'll be honest. Before we get into the official team, we do have 2 SBCs coming with official stats, and this one will be very, very hyped. This is the official Doumbia card. All you rats from back in the day, forget Van der Ven and Pina. If you're a rat back in the day, you're using this Doumbia card. Rapid, low driven, 96 pace, 89 shooting. I imagine he'll have 3-star something, and he'll be, he'll be missing finesse, and there'll be something that makes his card bad. It'll be too good if you just give everyone like a really fun Doom be a card. But, you know, we can be hopeful. We can be optimistic. This will be a really nice card to do. And when he comes out, we'll let you know whether we think that is worth it. The other one, of course, is SBCs. He looks pretty decent. I've seen some people do him as their Evo. And what you'll see from the theme of the main team is a lot of the cards you guys have done as your Future Stars EVOs are now coming in the main team. So whether you think that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But he looks decent. One playstyle plus is a bit of a killer because he's 88 rated. If he was 87 and started fitting EVOs, it'd be such a better card. But he does have a decent card. I think that this will be a really cheap SBC, basically. Would it be in one playstyle and not like the most meta card in the game? He'll be really, really cheap. And we can jump onto the main team, right? These are official stats. We have some crazy card for Evos down the bottom. Sangare looks insane with Intercept Plus. Links are tougher, but 87 rated, fits Evos. Lowest stat of 80 of shooting, but the next lowest stat being 84. He looks crazy. You got Gelhart. Nico Paz's card looks ridiculous. 90 passing, 90 pace with 2 playstyle pluses. One of them being incisive at cam. Odobert and Krupi, French Prem. We know French Prem players do well. And what we see when I show you this week's Future Stars team of how they moved on the market, because no one's opening packs right now and everyone's doing icon swaps or Future Stars Evos, some of these cards end up being super duper rare, especially the higher ones, right? Furman, Hazard, Huijsen, and that what I was telling there, Lennart Carl, who a lot of people have done their Future Stars Evo contract on. Lennart Carl is in the team as well. They'll be super duper rare. This Real's got ticking Intercept Plus. This Smith card looks like she'll be insane, and if she's anything like the Thompson in this week's promo, she'll be super duper rare. Beaver Jones, who remembers her showdown card? I think it's 99 rated last footies. Again, you know, I'm not sure how many of you guys were playing the game and playing champs at that point, but she was a crazy card. And then, where this promo and where this team in particular shines is the icon cards. Now, a lot of these cards will be look, don't touch, but if you're a trader, that Billy card looks ridiculous. You guys know how good a Thunderstruck Billy was with Incisive Plus. This one's got pinged and ticky with 91 shooting, 92 passing, 91 dribbling. The power curve is moving. I'm going to show you again when we talk about the Future Stars team in a bit. You can see the power curve moving with this Future Stars team, and you'll probably see it again with Foot Birthday, even more so than Team of the Year, because obviously barely anyone packed the Team of the Year. Shevchenko's meh, Pele's Pele, and I don't want to skip Pele, but the card I'm talking about is actually this Gareth Bale. I think this is now the best card in the entire game. I think this is the single best card in the entire game. Let me explain. Rapid plus, and you know Bale with his 85 physical can be lengthy, right? He might not be on this one, but most or 99% of Bale's cards can be lengthy, at least with the right chem style. So for example, his Thunderstruck Bale, which is his recent one, that's a lengthy winger, right? That's why he's so good in game. So this card should be lengthy on the wing, which is what makes Shelling so good. What else is so broken on this game, at least when they fix it? Finesse shots into the far corner. He's a right winger with finesse shot plus and he's left-footed. Finesse shots into the far corner. He'll, of course, have Enforcer. He'll, of course, have crazy strength with 97 pace. How can you stop this guy going down the wing, cutting inside and finessing? How can you stop it? You know what he's going to do, but I don't think you can stop it. And forget that, by the way. 80 defending, 95 dribbling, 90 passing, and 95 shooting. That's official stats leaked from Foot Agent. That's the best card in the entire game. I don't know how much he's going to be. If I can afford him when we can get up towards 7-8 million coins, and he does come in at like 7-8 million coins, he might even be 10. If I can afford him, I'm trying this card. I never try high-end cards. That is one I'm trying. And just before we get onto the market stuff, because I know you guys would slaughter me if I didn't bring this one up, look at this, right? Again, I'm not putting too much stock in this, but Foot Sheriff did tweet it, so I thought we will talk about it. Neymar and all Brazilian League players could be back in FC Ultimate Team, with Botafogo and Bahia have partnered with EA Sports Mobile. So they're saying that that's like a first step for these coming back into Ultimate Team. And they're going to feature in a promo called, is it Ginger? I think, I don't know. Only a matter of time before they return on console. If we get a flashback Neymar, I think that alone will bring people back to the game. That's how silly this game is. But I'd love a flashback Neymar. I play 5-star skills. Like, that's how I play on the game. I just enjoy doing 5-star skills. Not the most meta. I don't pass it around as much, but that's how I enjoy the game, right? If he comes back, like if people wanted that during Team of the Year, if they get the licensing for it, that'll be very interesting. I wouldn't put too much stock in it just yet, but I'm just letting you guys know. It might be for next year. It could be, and hopefully would be for this year, but it is there. So what did we do then, boys? What did we do recently? Because we're on to 5.8 million coins. Well, we flipped a Pele, we flipped an Eto'o, we flipped a Jezinho, we flipped a Ribery, we flipped a Future Stars Baresi. Now, some of these cards were on stream. I think Pele was on stream, Eto'o was on the Twitch stream, Shearer was on the stream, Pirlo was on the stream. But since then, we've done one of our best flips of the entire year, because we bought this Baresi Thursday morning for 1.5 flat, sold them at 1.7. That's like 115,000 coins, but we'd flip that within like an hour or 2 hours. And I want to show you the Future Stars cards when we jump onto Footbin are so rare. Hence why so many of them are up in price. Now, Pele, we bought 2969, sold at 3229, about 100,000 coins, like we said, profit after tax. And these flips, the reason they've been so good, and it's what I want to talk about when we're talking trading, is rarity. Rarity is king. Even the Agumang we spoke about in earlier this week's video, it was all about rarity, right? All of these cards cards when I bought them. Pele, Eto'o, Jorginho, Baresi in particular. There was like less than 7 or 8 of the cards on the market at the time. And when we're trading a dead market, because obviously it's icon swaps, right? Icon swaps in the Future Stars Academy contract means that it's a dead market because everyone's doing objectives. There's less people on the game because it's a bit of dead content at the minute. What that does mean is, to get a good fluctuation on a card, you need that card to be super duper rare. Look at this Baresi card, right? Look at him for a Future Stars icon. That's loads of supply. Never mind, I've been cooked. He's well 1.7. This morning there was like 1.5 million coins. He's gone up. But as you can see, I could have sold this card at 1.7 even now. That is crazy. So he's actually gone up in supply. You know what? Seeing that, I'm not buying at 1.7. But if he goes back down to 1.6 tonight with that level of supply going out of packs, I'd keep an eye on that. I'd keep an eye on that at 6 p.m, right, when he goes out of packs. The other one we were talking about, Time Warp Perlo. Now, he's been rare since he came out. There's sometimes a page of him, sometimes half a page. We bought at 106 something. No, 103, I think, and then sold at 113. And as you can see now, we probably could have sold at 117 or 118. Basically, there's 5 cards on the market, so the people who list them cards dictate the price. The Alan Shearer is the same. Go and look for rare cards. I'll get a list out sometime in the Discord of rare cards. It's not just high budget, by the way. Even if you're low budget, there are some really, really, really rare cards. Like base heroes and base icons can be insane, right? We flipped this Alan Shearer. He's now got a page in a bit. Again, when we flipped this card the other day, there wasn't even that, right? Maybe because we flipped it like, you know, not peak hours, and right now we're recording this peak hours, but he was really, really rare as well. Now, again, it's not just high budget stuff. We recently flipped a Ramirez for only like 20k profit, but anyone who's got up to a few 100,000 coins can now flip this Ramirez here, not the Winter Wildcards one. This one, you might think is lower rated, there's loads of supply. There's really not. There's not that many of these cards on the market, because what happens to these 86s and 87 rated is they get brought out for EVOs, right? Some other ones I've written down before this are Vinny Jr.'s Scream, Yaya Toure Scream, Vidic has a really expensive one that's really nice. Ramirez, Camavinga has an Unbreakables card that fits EVOs, so all the supply gets taken off the market. Any super duper rare card is what's amazing to flip on the weekend. And speaking of low budgets, of course, we've got to look at some other things this weekend. What can we do to get towards 10 million coins? And what can you guys do to start increasing your coins, right? Well, we called Team of the Weeks at 11k and they went to 15, but you'll have noticed on the other video we did earlier on in the week, I said that I think you can still buy at 15 because I think they'll rise to 17, and they've actually gone slightly above. I thought they'd cap out at 17. They've gone even higher. They're now selling at 17.5 pretty easy. They actually sell at 17.7, I believe. I want to go double check for I lied to you guys. I think they sell at 17.7. Now, you've got to sell these before Weekend League supplies. So Team of the Weeks, same pattern every week. Weekend League supply is what brings Team of the Weeks onto the market because you get them in Champs Rewards, and then they get taken off the market with SBCs. The reason these were such a good buy, even at 15k when we talked about them, to try and get them on bids earlier on in the week, was because there was no more supply between Tuesday and now, but there was still more demand for everyone doing the daily SBCs and everything else, right? The only supply we got was Rivals, and Rivals, people don't really do it at the minute, and also people don't really pack tradable Team of the Weeks. A lot of Rivals is untradable, unlike Champs, right? So these are getting bought quite easily at 17,750. So GG's if you listened, right? You end up buying at 14k or 1450, even at 15 on bids, right? You bought at 15 on bids, you made 2,000 coins of cards, which on Team of the Weeks we can't sniff at. When can we buy them this weekend? When can we buy fodder this weekend? We look at Team of the Week 20 and we go back to last week's Team of the Week. We can also talk about EVO Team of the Weeks as well, but forget that for now. Let's just talk about cards that are purely for Team of the Week fodder, right? You'll see that exact pattern. If you're on the 14-day graph, look at this. They come out on Thursday. They have little spikes and rises. We don't really trade them until when they get super duper low on the first Saturday night. So again, we don't normally buy Saturday because there's more supply coming on Sunday. And there's 2 buy windows. Sunday night happens to be the lowest here. It won't always be that every single week. The other buy window is Monday night. So this is basically UK time, 2 a.m., right? But you don't need to buy at 2 a.m. if you're going to be silly, right? You can buy either just before you go to bed, or you can buy just after you wake up. Whatever's easiest for you, right? At the end of the day, you guys have lives, right? Well, some of you, I know a lot of you, you know, in the Discord at least, from talking to you. Some of you don't, but some of you guys do have lives and you can't do that. But you can see this one matter card. You could buy him anywhere for like 12k that same time. You had pretty much a lot of time to buy him as well. On Tuesday even, he was 12,000 coins. But obviously, if you wait until Tuesday, you're risking like another SBC getting leaked, like a party bag getting leaked or whatever. And then they rise, right? You're not going to see this rise every week. This is quite a dramatic rise because we got the guaranteed Future Stars pack. That's what made these rise, right? And also, let me know down below, who did you get in your Future Stars? Because I think I got a discount. I got Schmidt. I've not seen anyone, literally a single person, and considering we've got that many people in the Discord, I've not seen anyone get a dub from that. So who did you guys get? We won't get that every week, of course, is what I'm saying. So yeah, these went up to 17,000 coins, and obviously at nearly 18,000 coins right now. They won't do that again, but the same buy time, right? It's not going to be Saturday night. It's going to be Sunday night and Monday night. However, Saturday night can be a buy time for cards that are better for EVOs, because basically these cards like Cunha, who we went in on the second account, they get bought a little bit earlier. So often, their lows, as you can see, is bang on Saturday night. That's great. I didn't even check that. It lines up to what we think, right? Basically, people buy these cards earlier because they're not just Team of the Weeks, they're also EVO cards. So Cunha's exact low was Saturday night, pretty much spot on. He had a really weird rarity spike on Friday night. I guess that's just because people were buying his card for Weekend League. But Saturday night there, which is like Friday night into Saturday night, by the way. You can also then buy him Saturday night, but you can already see he started to climb. Basically, people buy these cards earlier because they're for EVOs. You'll see it all the time, right? And fodder, I do the same as Team of the Weeks. Fodder's high right now because there's no supply. What happens every single time we get icon swaps? We've not had it in a while. I doubt we'll get it again this year, but who knows, right? When we get icon swaps, you might think that fodder, I think I said this the other week, it drops in price, but it doesn't. It rises in price because someone who takes an 86 times 25 all of a sudden needs to go and use all those cards, but they don't have the perfect amount of cards for every SBC. So they'll go and use those 86 times 25s to go and do SBCs, but then they've got to go buy cards. And what ends up happening is fodder actually goes up when we get icon swaps. So you can make note of that for future. Whenever we get icon swaps, buy fodder on the Weekend League before the packs drop. And you'll do pretty well, right? Well, of course, what are we here for? We're here for the Future Stars EVO, okay? Now, this is the biggest bit of content today, and it'll be the biggest bit of content for the next few days until you guys get it done. Let me know who you're doing for the second one. Like I said, I might do that Musa card because he's 6'6" and massive. This is off the EA's official website. Read this little bit here where it says, oh no, just above this little bit here, this paragraph here, right? The only bit that matters here is kick it off in week 2. You can complete the Youth Cup and complete and play win objectives to earn a pack and evolution rewards. Completing the Youth Cup objective unlocks the Future Stars Academy contract evolution that allows a second Academy player to be created. So rather than logging on the game, go into your unassigned and you get that Academy contract. This time you've got to complete the Youth Cup. We don't know what it's going to be just yet, but I assume it'll be win the Youth Cup or, score so many goals in the Youth Cup. They often don't make something so important, but, winning the Cup. I don't think they'll do that. EA gets scared that casuals and people that are not as good will get, turned away by that. So I'm not sure it'll be winning the Cup. Let's see. They might do that, right? But it says there, complete the Youth Cup objectives and you get the Future Stars Academy player or the Academy contract. And if we head back over to EVOs, if you guys noticed from last time, it's actually going to be a lot easier. Yes, you've got to do that Youth Cup, and that is the bit that's gate-kept. That is gate-kept, 100%. You can't start it from scratch. But as long as you've done this number 1, which you might not have done number 1, but you'll notice that you have all of these repeatable times 2, so you don't got any, nothing you have to do new there. All the roles, of course, repeatable times 2, unless you've already used 1, but then you've still got 1 left. And the FS Academy rewards as well are all repeatable times 2. So you don't have to go get the Playstyle Plus again. You don't have to go get the Playstyles again. You don't have to go get the weak foot skill moves again. It's all repeatable times 2. So just go and do the Youth Cup. You finish it. You get the FS Academy contract. But then the only thing then stopping you doing the rest of it is just the games played, right? You've got to play a game with an EVO player to actually unlock them and upgrade them. That makes sense. But essentially, you don't have to go and unlock the Playstyles and the Playstyle Plus again. So yes, you have to unlock the contract, but I think it'll work out to be the same amount of time. What I was saying, the most important bit with this evolution from before is that with these 2 EVOs, Link Up Boost and with Technical Institute, they are 2 EVOs that not only give stat boost, but they give Playstyles and they don't give huge rating upgrades. That's a +2. And the Link Up Boost is also a +2, I think. I think it shows +1 on Shroud there, but I think it's a +2, right? Now, this one gives Incisive, and it gives Ticky as well. The other one gives Jockey and Technical. What you can do is, for example, say you only want Jockey on this one, you can put Playstyles on your Future Stars card until they can only get 1 more Playstyle. You can put them into this to give them Jockey. It then won't give them Technical, but they will still get the stats boost, and it'll make it so their final card is a lot higher. It's why my Train Yoni's so good at the end of it, and he has like a 94 or 95 meta rating, even though if I just did him normally, he'd only have like a 90 or a 91. It's because I put him into a few of these chain evos, give him better play styles, give him better stats, and especially for centre mids, right? It's even better on centre mids because you can give them stats that like actually matter, right? What I might even do is, I might put someone like Musa into Link Up Boost to get him Incisive. I might even put him in Technical Institute because he won't get the Jockey, but what he will get is he'll get the defending, passing and dribbling. Obviously, I care about the passing and dribbling, so I'll go and see. I might just use this on someone else, but almost certainly I'm going to use Link Up Boost on Musa to give him Incisive and then put him into the Future Stars EVO. So I recommend you do the same with whoever you're using. So Future Stars Week 2. We've talked about everything, I think. I think that covers everything. So let me know, boys. Are you excited for Week 2 of Future Stars, icon swaps, or are you getting a little bit tired of FC26? What I'm seeing a lot of people say at the minute is after the Team of the Year grind, icon swaps is just a final straw. People are trying to do that chip objective and the long shot objective and the cross objective. And people are saying, look, I grinded on Team of the Year and now these objectives are killing me. I don't think EA even mind that. EA don't want everyone to have icon swaps. They want it to be difficult. But do you agree with that? I don't know. Let me know. I appreciate all the support on the streams recently because we were doing icon swaps the other day and you boys were still there showing up. I appreciate all the love on these videos, all the comments. I try and get back to every single one. So yeah, subscribe if you are new and you do enjoy these kind of videos, or just leave a like if you've already been subscribed. And like always, boys, until next time, I'll see you all in a bizzle.